Capricorn, hello, welcome to my channel, Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I will be your Starchaeologist for this April tarot reading. What is a Starchaeologist? It's a tarot reader. What's a Starchaeological dig? That's a tarot reading. These are words I invented because I like thinking about tarot as archaeology. It's a deep dive and dig into ourselves, into our present, our past, our future. And I like doing it all under the influence of the beautiful star card in tarot. What does that represent? It's divine healing, wisdom, guidance, plus wish fulfillment and the attaining of our dreams, dreams coming true. I think that when we do that digging, that deep inner work, all for our greatest good, our highest self, our highest path in mind, that's when real magic happens. That's when real alignment happens. We open ourselves up to miracles when we do that. So that's what Starchaeology Tarot is all about, and I'm so happy you're here. I am wearing a very big headband today. I feel like a woman, maybe an angel from a Renaissance painting, if neon was part of the color palette in the Renaissance times. I think this is really a great new approach to my tarot readings because it is like Renaissance angel, brings me maybe a little bit closer to divine voice. This is a straight up vehicle to divine wisdom. Let's see if it makes this tarot reading any better. Not that it was gonna be bad, it's gonna be good. I already feel that. But the headband might level it up a little bit, you guys. This is a great experiment. Before we begin, I want to thank you so much for being here, Capricorn. You being part of this collective, this community, means everything to me. I am so grateful to those of you who have liked, subscribed, shared, commented on this channel. Your engagement, your devotion to connecting in this way, commitment to connecting in this way, is beautiful, and it's something I'm very grateful for. I don't take this job, this opportunity lightly. It's an honor and a privilege to get to read your cards for you. So thank you for being here. Thanks for being a part of this. If you have an intention to set, a question to ask, a desire to manifest, whatever it is, whatever you want from this reading, do that now while I tune in with spirit and shuffle. Some of this will resonate, some of it won't. What resonates is what is meant for you. Okay, Capricorn, we have the Page of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Cups. This is a tricky combo of cards. So I think this might mean there's a lot of nuance here, and there might be quite a few different meanings for different people. Some of you, this is about embarking on a beginning, starting a new project that you've wanted to start, and knowing that there might be things that you are going to lose in this start. That is not a reason to stop doing what you're doing. It's not losing battles as you begin this new project doesn't mean that the project is doomed. In fact, the Ace of Cups is at the end of this sequence here, which tells me that if you are able to push through those losses and accept those as just being natural failures when trying anything new, then you are able to open yourself up to the ultimate blessings that will come from this, the ultimate fulfillment and joy and new beginnings, emotionally, creatively, that come from the action-oriented beginning of starting this new project. For others of you, this is about forgiveness and resolution with someone who has wronged you. Someone who maybe you've suffered at the hands of someone else, at the hands of this Five of Swords character, you know, where you've lost and they've been the victor in some sense, whether it's been a completely fair fight or a non-fair fight, and you see them like very much as an enemy in certain ways. There is a chance of resolution, forgiveness, understanding, and reunion here by starting a new project, perhaps with this person, that resolves in an Ace of Cups scenario, meaning that this relationship is renewed, almost rebirthed as a completely new relationship than what it used to be. There's real hope in that. So that's very exciting, and tells me that, you know, that this isn't something to shy away from. It's there. Don't shy away from resolution. Don't shy away from forgiveness, because only good can ever come from forgiveness, whether this does blossom into a new relationship with this person or simply it opens your heart. Oftentimes when we forgive other people, the real gift we're giving is one to ourselves, by taking ourselves out of an emotional prison that holding grudges, holding on to pain and sorrow keep us in. So this is, even if it doesn't mend that relationship completely, there is still great blessing and positive things that can come from that resolution and from forgiveness. No matter what this scenario is for you, Capricorn, Ace of Cups is at the end of this. So it's like, it tells me that whether it's like this is an issue of forgiveness, or this is something like facing failure in a project, even things that look like failure or look like a loss in some way, ultimately end up being good for you. It's all happening for your good. So don't shy away from it because you just fear loss or because you fear sorrow. All fives in tarot have to do with fear and loss, and this Five of Swords particularly is a bit complicated because it is also a swords card, and swords often are somewhat more full of conflict than the other cards in tarot, or than the other suits in tarot. For others of you, this is a little bit more of a cautionary thing, and again, if this doesn't resonate, this is not meant for you. But if you are thinking about starting a new project, this might not be the time to start it, because and I think what I want to say is, think about why you're starting a new project. If you're starting it because this is just for the sake of doing it, that's very different than starting a project because you are hoping for a specific result. Page of Wands is very much like doing something for the sake of doing it, free from external pressures. It's free from the context of society, of community, of others' validation, of the promise of success. It's almost like this childlike approach to creativity and to doing a project. It's doing it for the sake of doing it because you love the thing, because you love the project itself. And that's one thing to do that. If you're doing it because you're hoping to win something, this is a cautionary reading. This is a cautionary message from the divine that there is a good chance that you will not win the thing that you think you're going to win. In fact, you will lose. But even in that loss, it's just a detour to what you could get to sooner by not attempting it at all. And that's the Ace of Cups, which is at the end here. So it's up to you what path you want to take, whether you want to try it because you feel like, hey, I still don't believe that failure is a possibility, and then if and when you fail, it brings you right to the next step that you were going to take anyway. If you hadn't tried it, or you don't try it at all, you save yourself a step. You're like, I don't need to learn that lesson in failure, and see what how saying no to something actually can empower you and actually fulfill you and give you a new opportunity, give you new imaginative, creative power, give you a full heart, give you joy in a way that you didn't think was possible without doing this project, without attempting this project. Again, this message is not meant for everyone. I think those of you who are tingling right now, receiving that no, there's already been a deep voice in you somewhere that's been saying you're doing this project for the wrong reasons, or this project is very result based. You're hoping to win something. You're hoping to be a victor, and you're not gonna win. You're gonna. There's something that you will lose in this process. So think long and hard about the intention of why you're doing this project, and know that if that deep voice in you is saying no and you're kind of ignoring it, remember that there's great power in saying no. There's great power in choosing not to act. And that the opportunities and fulfillment and joy that come from not doing it, you think you may be closing a door, but you're opening other ones. Very powerful, Capricorn. I would love to hear which of these interpretations resonate with you the most. Feel free to comment below and share with me if you feel open and like you want to connect with me, because I would very much love that. And thank you again for being part of this community, for liking, subscribing, sharing. It means so much to me to get to connect with you in this way, and I look forward to continuing to do it forever. Just kidding. I will die at some point. On that note, I'm rooting for you in April, Capricorn. I love you, and I'll see you next time.